Let me ask you a question. It's a real simple question. But you're going to have to think about it, though. What do you do? I don't mean as an occupation. I mean, what do you do? What is it that you spend most of your time doing? I'll give you a second to think about it. Because whatever you come up with, whatever you spend most of your time doing, that's what you are. That's who you are. So if I ask you, what do you do? In effect, I'm asking you, who are you? If you're someone that you play sports all the time, then someone could say you're an athlete. If someone says, you crunch business numbers all the time, then someone could call you an accountant or an analyst, or a trader maybe. But if you sit around talking shit all day long, know everything about everything, and ain't did a damn thing, then that's who you are. That's what you do. You're full of shit. And so you have to not only ask yourself, what is it that you do? Because that's who you are. And you have to align that with who you really want to be. But then you have to also look at the people around you and begin to ask the same question of them. What do you do? And you look at them. You look at them up and down, silently. You ain't got to be rude about it, disrespectful, but you really think about it. What does this person do? What do I see them doing all the time? What are they known for doing? What is it that they constantly do? Day or night, whenever. Because that's who they are. And so if you want to be on a certain level, then you have to do the things of the people on that level. And if you're not, you're not. And so friends, family, different people around you, you got to ask the same question. If I'm trying to be on a certain level and these people around me are not on that level or not conducive to me getting to that level, something don't add up. Something's got to change. So another question, well, not even a question, a statement that I'll make to you. And this was going to be kind of raw. Hope I don't get in trouble for it, but it is what it is. And the people who know what I'm talking about will feel me. You got a lot of people who, they jack off time. They jack off opportunities. They jack off possibilities. Now, that might be a crass term for some people, but I'm being raw about it. No seasoning, no cooking, straight putting it out there. They jack off time. They'll sit around all day, all night, talking your ear off about what they would do if they ... What would happen if finally ... Something good has to happen. Something has to come their way. Something has to break for them. And then, the whole world will change. Ain't shit gonna change. You know why? Because that's what they do. They jack off time all day. They waste opportunities. There's probably tons of opportunities that have come their way that they never pursued. Because what they really do. So if you're around these people, you have to evaluate that at some point. You have to say, look, am I around people who actually get things done? Who actually create things, who actually do things? Or am I around people who only talk? Fantasize. That's why I say it's jacking off time. It's relatable. Think about it. Man or woman, when you're pleasuring yourself, we'll just call it jacking off right now, even if for a woman it wouldn't really be called that. But when you're pleasuring yourself, right, you're probably thinking about something, someone desirable. Something you want. Something that pleases you. And you're like, and in that thought and that vision and that fantasy that you're having, you're thinking about different ways that you're taking advantage of it, different ways that you're using it, different ways you are getting pleasure from it, and maybe giving pleasure too. The point is you're thinking about that man, you're thinking about that woman, and how they smelled, how they looked, how they touched you, how they spoke, whatever it is, you are fantasizing about that outcome, that opportunity, that possibility. And then what do? You climax, I guess, clean yourself up, you go to sleep. Or you go back about your day. Because when real life comes, when real life presents itself, what do you do then? Do you say, hey, that thing that I was fantasizing about, that thing that I was pleasuring myself to, it's right over there. He's right over there. She's right over there. It's right over there. That opportunity is right over there. Do you straighten yourself up, make yourself presentable, and go for it? Do you plot and strategize and analyze on how to go for it? Or do you look and then go about your fucking life where all you do is jack off time and opportunity? You had an opportunity to get what you were pleasuring yourself to. You had an opportunity to get that better outcome, whether it be a better job, whether it be better income, revenue, whether it be a better body, tons of things. So you have to ask yourself not only what is it that you do, because that dictates who you are, but then you have to ask yourself, do I jack off time and opportunity? Do I fantasize about a particular outcome, a particular desired destination? And I don't do shit to achieve it. I see it walk by me every day. I see other people going for it. I see other people talking to it. I don't say nothing. I turn into a mime. Well, I don't, but some people do. And so that's my point. You have to ask yourself, what do you do? And you have to ask other people that you come across, other people that are, take up time in your life. You have to really ask, what do they do? And does that match up with who you're trying to be? And then you have to ask yourself on a certain level, do you jack off time? Do you completely fantasize about certain opportunities? But then when the opportunity comes, when it walks right by you, you fully got that chance and that opportunity, you go back to sleep. Clean yourself off. Act like it was never a possibility. I don't like to do that. And the thing that's also maddening coming from someone who is of a different mindset is that it would be different if, say, going back to the jacking off, pleasuring yourself analogy, it would be different if it's like, oh man, I'm married, I'm in a committed relationship, or I don't want to get in a relationship, and so I can't exercise that fantasy. I can't go for that fantasy. That would be different. I can't truly go after what I want because I'll get in trouble, because I'm not supposed to, because there's reasons. Look, that's understandable. But that's not the case when it comes to many things in life, especially when it comes to making money, especially when it comes to generating income and revenue. Do you think these businesses, these big businesses, these corporations, these multinational conglomerates, do you think they say, oh, I can't make money over in North America because I'm making money in Asia? I can't do both. I'm committed to... No. They see opportunity and they put their time, money, and resources towards it. And that's why they have money and most people don't. I mean, there's a bunch of reasons why. But my point being is, even when it comes to the solopreneurs, from a hustler to a solopreneur to an entrepreneur, all the way up to the richest person on the planet, They go after opportunity. They create opportunity. They create possibilities, and they try to maximize on it. So they might have a fantasy of a particular, go back to that analogy, particular person, and they pleasure themselves to it all the time. But every day they're doing different things that they think they need to do to actually make that a reality. Because what would be the best outcome? To actually have that desired thing, that desired outcome, that desired possibility. So I'm being vague with some of the stuff that I'm saying because I don't know you. I don't know what it is that you seek, what you desire. But we all want something. We all seek something. And so you have people out here who actually do go for it. And that's what they do. They go for it. You may not know what they're going for, but they're going for something. Because they don't just sit back and jack off time and opportunity. They put boots on the ground, they put pedal to the metal, and they find a way to, hey everybody, we want to go to Disney World. Oh, that would be lovely to go to Disney World. Let's fantasize about it. No, let's go there. What do you need to do to go there? We can think about it every day. We can fantasize about it every day until the day we're actually there. Where are you? You are where you do whatever it is you do. I think about business all the time. Outside of family, I think about business all the time. So I'm doing business all the time. And that's who I am. That's what I like. That's what I love. But the point being is you have to think about truly what it is that you do, because it represents who you are. Then you have to think about the people around you and what they do, because that further represents what you're capable of amongst these people. So there's some people you may have to limit in your life, and there's some people you may want to gain more access to, because you see that they're not just sitting around jacking off time. They're actually going after opportunities. They're actually fantasizing about things, because we all fantasize. Everyone has something that they want. We're all chasing or desiring something. But do you fantasize about it? Pleasure yourself to it? Stay in that fantasy world and then go back about your daily life fantasizing? Or do you say, no, I want it? What do I have to do to get it? Like, to really have it for real? And then bit by bit, you have it. So, I don't know. It was just something on my mind. I figured I'd put it out there and see what people think, how people respond. And, I'll drop some other videos. I'll holler at you.